Now I have a treat for you guys watching today. This is my father's 2007 Mercury Grand Marquis. This is probably the nicest one here on YouTube. This is the nicest one that I have seen. It has literally almost no miles on it. It's barely got 16,000 miles. It's a 2007. So what does that come out to? Almost less than 1,000 a year, but this car has not been driven very much at all, obviously. My favorite color, I believe that's called Dark Toreador Red. It has sat basically in a barn for quite a while, covered up. I haven't even washed it yet. It's still, just look how nice it shines. It's got a little bit of dirt on it, a little bit of dust. I think it still has 2 original tires. The whole time he's owned this car, it's sat inside. It's hardly been driven. I don't think it's ever seen snow or salt. I don't even think it's hardly even seen rain. It used to be a weekend driver, just to go out to eat or something like that. It hasn't been used for that in a long time. This is probably the nicest example that you're going to see. Now, walking around, we see almost no flaws. We have a trailer receiver. That's a very nice add-on. This has pulled trailers before. We've used it to pull dirt bikes and things when we used to do that a long time ago. And actually, looking at the tires, I think all but one might have been replaced. Just look at that nice, beautiful red reflection. It's like a beautiful mirror. I don't know if this car has any dents. I don't think it does. No rust. I think that's the last original tire on the car. Because of the white wall. All the other ones don't have that. Well, let's get a front view. We have the fog lights. Look at this beautiful red hood. The only imperfection on this car that I know of is that right there. That happened when we drove it up here. A rock. Other than that, the car's perfect. It's almost as if it rolled off the lot. Now this car resides in Minnesota, which you cannot find any cars that have rockers that look like this. It's just dusty. There's no rust. Look at the exhaust pipes. Look at the catalytic converter. I mean, would you just look at that? The control arms, the shocks. Just look how beautiful it is. Let's go towards the back end. A little bit of surface rust on the rear axle, a little bit on the drive shaft, almost none. You can still see bare metal. Look at the shock. That beautiful frame rail, not even rusty. Just a beautiful example of a nice car. Let's look inside. Nice door panels with the wood grain. Bottom of the doors are just perfect. Nice leather seats. It's had boxes sitting in the back. The little bit of stuff on the seat, it should eventually smooth out. Headliner, just perfect. Those little lights are even working. Here we've got an armrest, 2 cup holders. Now we did buy floor mats for it. The carpet is obviously perfect. Now continuing on the interior, here we see the beautiful chrome handles, and there's where the trunk latch is down there. Not latch, but button to open it. Driver's seat. No wear. None whatsoever. Clean as can be. Look at the seatbelt buckle. Armrests, no wear on them at all. Passenger seat almost looks like it's never been used. Let's pop the hood. That rubber floor mat, don't know why it's all bunched up like that. Hood pops nice. This engine bay has never been detailed. This is how it was when it came off the factory. Nothing but a battery has been changed. That battery is going to be coming right back out once we park it, because it's not going to be driven again for quite a while. Or it might be, I don't know. It has old gas that needs to come out, about 1.5 years. (2007). Look how nice that shuts. Let's fire it up. Listen to it. (16,628 miles. Should. Now, obviously, you can see how that's flickering. It's not doing that in person. That's just how the camera's picking up that light. Once the door closes. Let's get outside. Listen to the motor. My truck back there. Now let's go sit inside. Let's see here.
Here in the middle. Each day, your story is being written.
Radio, obviously perfect. The buttons are perfect. It's hardly been used. Max AC should work. Instantly, it's nice and cool. Turn that off so it's quiet. Nice RPM gauge. I like the white needles. That's enough of that. This car has a compass. And it could open home garage doors if you want it to. Nice rearview mirror. Let's go for a little drive. Now, I would say this is the nicest Grand Marquis on YouTube. Quite possibly might be the nicest one in Minnesota. Now we're on the road. Smooth as can be. Just got up to temperature. Go ahead and turn around down there. We'll get on it a little bit right here. Not forward. Plenty of pickup. Just a very nice driving car. I thought I'd do a video on this since not many see it. But yeah, go ahead and follow along for more videos on cars that we own and my trucks and things like that. This car is just going to stay parked for a while because it's too nice to drive. $16,630 miles. It's basically nothing. This car is 16 going on 17 years old. That's literally less than 1,000 miles a year in average. Just realized I did not include a video of the motor running from the engine bay. We'll go ahead and fire her back up. Hard to do one-handed. Just quiet as can be. Here we are, parked next to my '68 Ford F-250.